Welcome back, everybody. BJ here from BJ Drinks Beer. Back with another Friday night with BJ. It's Friday night with BJ because tomorrow night. Do I have the graphic loaded up? Tomorrow night, I will be in Mount Holly, New Jersey, at the Pro Wrestling Star Academy. This is the wrong flyer. I don't think I have the new one. Uh, no, don't have the new one. But yeah, I'll be at the Pro Wrestling Star Academy in Mount Holly, New Jersey, for PWU's Haunted. It's going to be an amazing event, and if you follow my other channel, I'm sure you've heard all about it. But that's not what this is about tonight. This one is from Victory. It is a dark chocolate cherry stout, and it is called Dark Chocolate Cherry Stout. This one is an 8%er. Oh, see that there? Uh, yeah, I'm not going to be able to peel that one off. Um, Nothing interesting to read on the can. All right. As you can see, nice and dark, as to be expected, on the nose. Uh, Not picking up any of the cherry at all. Definitely getting the roastiness. Maybe a hint of the cherry, but yeah, it's not really coming through that strong. Uh, Definitely picking up the dark chocolate and the roastiness. Let's give it a try. Okay. Yeah, this one nice and rich and roasty. The dark chocolate comes through nice and heavy. The cherry very subtle. Um, in fact, if you didn't tell me this, was a dark chocolate cherry stout, I would have no idea that there was any cherry in there. Yeah, I mean there is like a little bit of sweetness coming through, but I'm not really getting a lot of flavor from the cherry. Yeah, a lot of back end bitterness. I'm guessing from the dark chocolate. Yeah, I guess as the taste buds acclimate to everything that's going on, I am picking up a little bit more of the cherry. Yeah, pretty light on the palate. Not doesn't have really any booziness to it. Um, yeah, like I said, just a lot of back end bitterness from the dark chocolate, and the cherry is really subtle. I am getting it a little bit on the front end. It comes off kind of like a cherry cola, that style of cherry flavor. But yeah, it's not coming through big. Hmm. Yeah, surprisingly easy drinking, except for that back end bitterness, but that keeps you coming back for more. Not very sweet up front, not very, the cherry isn't very present. I know I'm repeating myself, but it's pretty straightforward. What? Oh, I got a little bit of cherry there. Uh, yeah, um, yeah, like I said, pretty straightforward. I've already examined every aspect of it in a few short sentences that I repeated over and over again. Yeah. If you're enjoying this video or finding it helpful or informative, why don't you go ahead and drop a like? It helps with the algorithm and it makes me smile. While you're at it, why don't you give me a follow? My name is BJ Drinks Beer, and I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. If you've had this one or anything else from Victory, why don't you go ahead and leave a little something in the comments and tell me what you thought about it? This one sounds good, sounds interesting, sounds like something you might want to try, maybe you have some questions. Why don't you go ahead and leave them in the comments? If you would like to find this one, not out yet. It has not been released to the public yet. This one uh, might be available in the next couple of weeks. I have no idea, honestly. I do not remember. That was Monday, I think, that I talked to that guy about. No, it was Wednesday. Anyway, yeah, I had a lot going on this week, so I don't really remember. But I believe this one is coming soon to Joe Canals in Marlton. Forgot to say it. Rating. Yeah, as I took that sip, I was getting a little bit more of the cherry, but still not enough. This one, it's okay for what it is. Uh, I could do with a little more cherry flavor, obviously. And the back end bitterness is fine, but it's not really balanced up front. You don't get any relief when you take that next sip. It's just right back to the bitter. Like I said, not a lot of front end sweetness. Um, I'm going to give this one a 3.5 out of 5. Uh, more cherry would have done wonders for this. A little bit of sweetness in the front. 3.5 out of 5. There it is. You haven't had anything from Victory, I definitely recommend you check out some of what they do. I'm not really a fan of the Monkey series, but people seem to love them. Sour Monkey, Golden Monkey, Berry Monkey, Juicy Monkey. What's the other one? Witty Monkey. Um, yeah, not my thing, but people really go nuts for them. I used to love Cloudwalker when that was a thing. Um, but yeah, my taste changed. And it's discontinued anyway. But yeah, they do a lot of interesting little one shots. A couple weeks ago, it wasn't very good in my opinion, but a couple weeks ago, I had the tasty cake, peanut butter candy cake porter, I believe it was, and yeah, I appreciate what they were going for. It was just not my thing. It was way too sweet for me. But anyway, I'm not trying to talk bad about these guys. I'm trying to talk them up. I'm not really a fan of a lot of what they do, but a lot of people are. And there are certain beers from them that I've really, really enjoyed. It's just, yeah, not big on the monkeys. Anyway, yeah, I know how to talk them up. Yeah, I'm even wearing the shirt. And I'm sitting here like, yeah, I don't like their beer. Victory's a good brewery. It's just what they do isn't typically my thing. Like I said, again, there are some that I've really enjoyed from Victory, but overall, yeah, not my thing. I gotta stop. I'll just shut up now. That's all I got for this time. Until next time. Oh, I did it wrong. I didn't. That's all I've got for this time. Until next time. Cheers. But stick around. Much more to come. Oh, this is going to be rough to finish. I have an imperial stout from Victory that I don't think I'm going to get to tonight because it's super high ABV. What else do I have? Blood orange cranberry wheat from Great Lakes that I didn't get to last week that I really, really meant to, and I'm really looking forward to trying that one. But I don't know if I can follow this with that. What else? Got a couple more in there, but I can't. Oh, I have an NA. I have a non-alcoholic IPA from Yards that I'm super excited to try, and this one is not out on shelves yet. A couple THC beverages, one from Rome, one a couple to choose from Wink. What else? I think that's everything on my review shelf. Yeah. This isn't horrible. I couldn't see getting a 4-pack though. It's just not my thing. When there are so many good stouts out there, it's just I could just eat some baker's chocolate and be as satisfied as I am with this one. Not gonna finish this right now. What am I doing? I need these. I going to go ahead and grab another one. I don't know what I'm grabbing yet, but I'll be right back. Enjoy the tunes. See what we got. What do we want to hear? That one's too short. Yeah, I like this one. Right. Oh, line that up wrong. Uh-huh. Yeah. Um. So this one is from Wink. It is a 10 milligram of THC infused straw. Right. Let me just start that over. So this one is from Wink. It is a raspberry lemonade. It's raspberry lemonade seltzer. You know what? One more time. All right. So this one is from Wink. It is a raspberry lemonade seltzer with THC, 10 milligrams to be specific. Seltzer with a wink of THC. Get together. You know how hanging out, this glare. You know how hanging out with close friends brings out the best in you? That's exactly what happens when seltzer and THC come together. In every can of Wink 10 milligram, the high end of low dose. It's the perfect choice when you're looking for a balance with a little extra buzz. Enjoyable any day or night of the week. So, friends, get out of that group chat, crack open a can, and get together. Interesting. That was kind of offensive, but like not to me, but that was I don't know. Uh, 0 calories. 5 grams carbs. The sugar is not listed, and okay, it does say zero sugar. All right. Ingredients. I don't know what any of that stuff is. All right. So, oh yeah, give me a look at the can, I guess. Yeah. So I don't expect a lot of flavor intensity with this one. It having zero sugar and being a seltzer on the nose. Definitely getting that raspberry. Definitely getting the lemonade. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Let's give it a try. Okay. It's definitely got some sweetness to it, so I have to assume it's artificially sweetened in some way. So that means I have to further investigate. Uh, I'm assuming allulose is the artificial sweetener. Natural flavors. Yeah, I don't know what allulose is, but I don't think I'm comfortable consuming a lot of it. But yeah, this one, I mean, pretty decent amount of sweetness for zero sugar. Um, no bitter artificial aftertaste or anything. Yeah, it's almost like the real thing, but super watered down. Like if you were to have super watered down, like a raspberry lemonade that all the ice cubes in melted. I mean, this is pretty much what I would expect it to taste like. Um, this one, obviously it's a seltzer, so it's super carbonated, which I'm not personally a fan of, but apparently people like that stuff. I like the only thing I like that's carbonated, two things, and one I rarely have: soda and beer. Otherwise, I prefer my drinks not carbonated. Yeah, super low flavor intensity, but there's enough there to keep you coming back for more. Um, yeah, honestly, it's like it tastes like a pitcher of raspberry lemonade that the ice melted in. Like, that was like filled with ice and then with raspberry lemonade and then all the ice melted. What? Oh, man. Whew. All right. Uh, yeah, straightforward and simple, but it works. You know, uh, like I said, artificially sweetened or potentially not artificially sweetened. I don't know what allulose is. In fact, I'm going to look up allulose. What is this? Get out of here. Okay, so it's a naturally occurring sugar, so it's not artificially sweetened at all. Allulose is found in small amounts in foods like figs, raisins, and maple syrup. So okay, um, oh, it's also produced commercially through a process that converts fructose into allulose. Okay, so it's artificial. Pretty much is what they're saying. I don't know. I don't know how any of that works. I just drink it. Uh, but it, like I said, it doesn't have that artificial sweetener aftertaste. So I'm assuming this is just a natural sugar alternative, like monk fruit. If you're enjoying this video or finding it helpful or informative, why don't you go ahead and drop a like? It helps with the algorithm and it makes me smile. While you're at it, why don't you give me a follow? My name is BJ Drinks Beer, and I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. If you've had this one or anything else from Wink, why don't you leave a little something in the comments and tell me what you thought about it? This one sounds good, sounds interesting. Maybe it's something you might want to try. Maybe you have some questions. Why don't you go ahead and leave them in the comments? If you would like to find this one, I can't help you. We do not currently carry this at Joking House in Marlton, and I only shop there. So, sorry. But there's a good chance I could be bringing this one back in. We used to carry it. We stopped carrying it. Now they have a different supplier. We'll see what happens. Um, but yeah, if this is something you'd like to see at Joking House in Marlton, go ahead and drop a little something in the comments. Um, yeah, I've had. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't remember. Um, rating. I don't know why I just froze. Rating. Uh, no artificial sweetener aftertaste. Super low flavor intensity, but just enough there to keep you interested. Um, yeah, this one isn't bad at all. But at the same time, but it's a seltzer, and I don't personally, not a seltzer fan. I don't like the overly carbonated, and that's why. That's part of it. But for what it is, I'm gonna have to say 4 out of 5. Um, yeah, the flavor is better than I would have expected, and yeah, I'm gonna go 4 out of 5. I believe I've had one other beverage from Wink, but I do not remember. I don't know if it was on one of my streams or maybe during. It was definitely during Dry January. I don't remember how I felt about it, but I'm not going to go and look that up now because I really don't care at the moment. But you can go ahead if you're interested and go back and go to my Dry January playlist and find if I did. Yeah, I'll at least see if I did one. It'd be funny if it was this one. I do that all the time. For some reason, I never remember something after I review it, so I have to like rewatch all my videos. And I'm pretty sure I did a Wink in Dry January, but also that was in January, so I deserve to not remember. Wait, did I say that right? I don't know. I did not do a Wink in dry January. Let me see. I'm pretty sure. No. Yeah, I'm not saying it. I guess I swore I tried Wink. Maybe I just like had it in the fridge because I know I've had something from them, but I do not remember. Yeah, I'm not saying it. Oh well. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just going to go ahead. Oh wait, no. I didn't finish up. If you haven't had anything from Wink, I definitely recommend you check out some of what they do. After having this one, I'm definitely interested in trying more. I know I've had other stuff from them, I just don't remember. Um, yeah, uh, that's all I got from that's all I've got for this time. Until next time, cheers. We'll go ahead and hang out for a little bit because I'm going to be here for a while. I have, oh my god, I saw what that other beer was, and I don't want to give it away right now. It's a 9.5 percenter. And I'm debating whether to drink it tonight. If so, I can't do it last. If so, I kind of have to do it last. But I don't know how much I want to drink. Actually, no. This is my first beer of the night. This is only an 8%er. I didn't even finish this. Yeah. I'm good for now. Keep this pace. Yeah, really enjoyed that one. Out of my way. Um, what else do I have? I don't know about that NA from Yards. I don't know if I'm bold enough to try that tonight. Um, I don't know. We'll see. What else do I have? Cranberry orange wheat. I don't know if I'm feeling that tonight either. I have Storm King, which is 10.5%, I think. Yeah, I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling anything tonight. Um, I don't know. I'll figure something out. Oh, so yeah, everybody, if you're in the South Jersey area, um, and you're not doing anything tomorrow, go ahead and head over to Mount Holly, New Jersey, to the Pro Wrestling Star Academy. 4 o'clock. Doors open at 3:30, maybe. I don't know. What? But yeah, get over there, and you're going to see an amazing show. Come in costume. PWU Haunted. Pro Wrestling Unplugged. Yeah, it's going to be an amazing show. I don't have any graphics to put up right now, but go ahead and go to my other channel, BJ and DG Talk Wrestling, and check out my PWU Haunted preview show, and you'll know what I'm talking about. Guest starring on that show is PWU champion Rick Blade, um, Angel Orsini, and the one, the only Kid Legend. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I didn't really get that exciting of a lineup this week. Uh, my sample game is weak this week. Um, yeah, I got a couple from Wink. Uh, 3 from Victory, and an NA from Yards, and one I didn't get to last week. And like, I'm not really excited about any of them. to be honest. But I guess I don't know. Maybe that'll make for better content. Who knows? Um, so next up, I'm going to drink something I'm not excited about at all. Maybe I should turn the camera in case I have to dump it. uh, yeah. Why am I even drinking this? Yeah, they're all so high ABV. Well, the cranberry orange wheat is low ABV. I'm just not feeling that right now. And I feel really bad about it too because I was super excited to have that last week and I didn't get to it. And then like I also had the Midwest IPA, but it was a situation where like it was the end of the night. I just wanted one more beer, but I ran out of like drinking beer, so I had to drink a review beer. And I feel horrible. But but yes, thank you to Morgan, I believe Madison Morgan, something like that. The amazing, charismatic, charming brand rep from Great Lakes, for hooking me up with those cans. And yeah, I am not trying to drink that orange cran wheat right now. So um, I'm just going to drink something I have no interest in. Ah, yeah, like what cherry? All right, yeah, be right back. Enjoy the tunes and such. Um, this one is called, tentatively titled Punch Co. Co as in like company, punch company, like we're a company that just punches you. I don't know. It was just a stupid title that kind of fit the song. So here we go. Sorry. Um, so you know how I said that like I'm not really a fan of the Monkey series or any of those. Uh, so this one is from Victory. Uh, this one is a 9.5% spiced holiday ale, and it's called Very Merry Monkey. So this one is like a double version of Merry Monkey, or I guess a tripel. I don't know. I don't know how any of this works. Let me see here. He's got the little cookies. Look at that. All right. Uh, very merry. Add a little bit of spice. Your favorite holiday tradition. Merry Monkey returns with a lively hint of gingerbread. Ooh, in this Belgian-style tripel. See, I was right. Notes of cinnamon, sweet molasses, and an oomph of ginger will remind you of all that's great about this classic cookie. I am super psyched for this, actually. I haven't really been feeling anything Belgian lately. The beer, the people are great, but I haven't really been enjoying Belgian beer lately. But with this combination of flavors, they make this sound really good. I'm actually way more excited to try it now. Uh, I'm just hyping myself up for a letdown. I know it, but we'll see. All right. The aroma is already jumping out of the glass. First, let me get into the color. As you can see, I don't even really need to get a light behind that one. You can see it doesn't have any haze to it. You can see through. Not very dark. All right, I'll get a light behind it. Come on. Is it? It's. Oh, there it is, right in the eye. All right, so yeah. Got a bit of darkness to it there, but darker than you would expect for a Tripel. Maybe about the same. Nah, a little darker. A little darker. On the nose. On the nose. Wow. Yeah, definitely picking up that ginger, the cinnamon. Oh yeah, this one is. It smells amazing. Wow. That it kind of reminds me of like a scented candle, but in a good way. Wow. Let's give it a try. Ooh, okay. Yeah, this spice combination is absolutely amazing, and it does well to cover up the yeastiness of the typical yeastiness of a tripel. Um, yeah, this is actually very, very good. It's very merry. Um, yeah, the cinnamon comes through heavy as well as the ginger. Um, I almost get a little bit of coconut, but I don't think it's legit. I think it's more like an implied flavor, just the combination of different things elicit that hint of coconut, but I know there's no actual coconut. What do we got here? Cinnamon, sweet molasses, ginger. It is an oomph of ginger. I don't know if they meant to like say it's not a lot, but no, I mean the ginger's coming through. That's mainly what I'm getting. It's definitely cookie-like, but it kind of reminds me more of those like coconut Girl Scout cookies than it does gingerbread cookies. Uh, yeah, this one. Yeah, like I said, there's enough going on in here to distract me from what I haven't been enjoying lately, and that's the yeastiness in tripels. But with these spices, I mean, I'm not getting any of that. It's just everything's come together so nicely. It's way sweeter than I typically enjoy, but I guess if it wasn't as sweet, the yeastiness and the booziness would come through. Um, so I'm all right with that. And it definitely has a holiday feel to it. like a holiday. It, it tastes like the holidays. I don't know what holidays, but the holidays. Yeah. Almost like a rice pudding flavor to it, like a rice pudding kind of aftertaste, and I mean that in the best way possible. Like I'm a rice pudding fan. Um, Not that I've had it in the last 30 years, but definitely. Yeah, the cinnamon is very heavy on the back end. You get a lot of the ginger up front. The cinnamon stays throughout. The ginger is heavy in the front and in the back. Ginger only heavy in the front. Uh, and yeah, the molasses, pretty much subtle throughout. Starting to get into the booziness of it. That usually sinks to the bottom. Yeah, 9.5%. It's not surprising that I would get there eventually. Um, with the taste buds figuring their stuff out. Yeah, very light on the palate. Very, I wouldn't say easy drinking. Um, I don't know. I don't know how I would describe it. Because it's not. Tripels, like, they're not made to be easy drinking. Yeah, you're not supposed to be out here slamming Tripels. um, but easier drinking than most Tripels, and it's a very, very interesting take on a Tripel. Like, your typical, you get maybe a little clove, maybe a little banana flavor, but it's just implied. It's just very faint. But in this, I mean, you got all kinds of stuff going on. I wouldn't think this is a very traditional type of tripel, but regardless, yeah, I'm really enjoying what's going on here, even though it subtly reminds me of coconut. Yeah, that's very complex. There's a lot going on in there besides all of the spices. Just with the Belgian yeast, that definitely typically uh, makes for blah 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 blah. With the Belgian yeast, that typically makes for a lot of complexity in the flavor. Um, but then you add another layer with the cinnamon, the nutmeg, no, not nutmeg, the cinnamon, the molasses, the oomph of ginger. Uh, an oomph of ginger. What unit of measurement is an oomph? And like that's like literally what it says. An oomph of ginger. I don't know what an oomph is, but it's too much. Uh, yeah. I I can't get over like the coconut implications. I know it's not a flavor that's actually there, but like I take a sip and part of me is like Irish potato. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Like I said, there's some complexity to it. I think I'm starting to feel this one. you're enjoying this video or finding it helpful or informative, why don't you go ahead and drop a like? It helps with the algorithm and it makes me smile. While you're at it, why don't you give me a follow? My name is BJ Drinks Beer, and I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. If you've had this one, I think this one's brand new and not even out for sale yet, but I'll get to it. If you've had this one or anything else from Victory, why don't you go ahead and... Yeah, it's starting to kick in. If you've had this one or anything else from Victory, why don't you go ahead and leave a little something in the comments and tell me what you thought about it. This one sounds good, sounds interesting. Maybe it's something you might want to try. Maybe you have some questions. Why don't you go ahead and leave them in the comments. If you would like to find this one, it's not out yet, but it's available soon at Joe Canals in Marlton. Rating. I really like this one, even though it kind of reminds me of coconut. But that's just a me thing. That's something that's wrong with me. No, I'm really enjoying this one, despite like the subtle like coconut implications. I'm gonna give this one a 4.5 out of 5. This one is very, very good stuff. And as I was saying, if you were watching like 20 minutes ago, 15, 20, maybe a half hour ago, yeah, I don't like the monkeys. I like this monkey. Very merry monkey. Merry monkey, I haven't had in a while, but I remember that one wasn't bad. I think that one's like, yeah, I don't remember. But I remember enjoying Merry Monkey. I did not think I would enjoy Very Merry Monkey this much. For 9.5%, very subtle booziness, just all around. If anything, and you know, why it didn't get a 5, the sweetness. It would get to be too much. Like at this point, it's a little too much. It's good. It's a good sweetness, but and it's not cloying or anything. It just kind of makes the rest of the beer hard to drink when you know what you're in for and you still have that sweetness on your palate. But yeah, 4.5 out of 5. Excellent, excellent stuff. And I am looking forward to maybe picking up a 6-pack of this during the holiday season. You know, whenever we get it in at Joe Canals in Marlton. If you haven't had anything from Victory, let me try this again. If you haven't had anything from Victory, I definitely recommend you check out some of what they do. While I am personally not a fan of the Monkey series, I know people absolutely love them. And I used to be a huge fan of... Okay, you know what? I'm just going to skip all that. Yeah, let me get into that. Cloudwalker was a really good beer. It was a really good introductory level IPA. And they discontinued it. And I'm slightly disappointed about that because it's not like I would ever have one again, but I don't know, maybe at like a beer festival 3 years from now, I'd walk up to the Victory tent and they're like, hey, what are you pouring? Here, Cloudwalker. I would be like, oh, yeah, I haven't had this in years, you know? But yeah. Yeah, if you haven't had anything from Victory, I definitely recommend you check out some of what they do. You will not be disappointed. And that's all I've got for this time. Until next time. Cheers. But hold your horses. Don't go anywhere. I have much more to come. Maybe not much more. There's some more to come. But right now, I have to break the seal. I have to... what was that? I used to have a clever, like, break the seal. It was like... I don't remember. Never mind. I'll shut up. I'll put on some music and go somewhere for a minute. Yeah. Um. Whew, that's a lot of alcohol I've consumed. Let me. Not that it's a lot of alcohol, but an 8, a 9.5. What else did I drink? Oh, the THC beverage. Yeah, yeah. There's some high octane beers that that I've had so far. Um, I'm deciding right now. I've got a THC beverage from Rome that apparently someone left for me at work like a month ago, and nobody told me. Or no, they told me, but I couldn't find it. And then I found it randomly the other day. So I have that. Uh, and then the Great Lakes, which I don't think I'm gonna get to tonight. Again, sorry. Uh, Super charismatic and charming Great Lakes girl. Not gonna be able to do that tonight. And Storm King, I don't. Oh man, this is like all stuff that I like don't want to drink. Although this was like a pleasant surprise. Like this was something I was like, maybe if I'm already drunk and like need one more beer. But this was very good. I would get this. I will get this when it becomes available at Joe Canals in Marlton. But for now, uh, I'm just going to enjoy the rest of the glass while I decide what I'm drinking next. The yards. NA. Nah, I don't want to. That's not the tone I want to set for the rest of the night with that. Um, I think I might have to do Storm King. I think I might have to just have another 10%er and or not 10, but yeah, another high octane beer. It's been a while since I've had like bunch of different like 9%ers or like 8, 9, 5, 10, 5. It's been a while. Um, and yeah, I probably shouldn't because I have stuff to do early tomorrow. But we'll see. We'll see what looks like a good idea when I make it over to the fridge. I didn't pick up any recreational beer for today because I didn't want to drink anything before the stream tonight. Obviously, I want a fresh start for my streams, for these streams. Um, uh, so yeah, I don't have any just like drinking beer laying around in there. So I'm kind of limited to what's there. Um, yeah, yeah. The NA and yeah, I mean, if the NA and the Orange Cran Wheat are a no for tonight, then that leaves me with a 10.5% Imperial Stout. I think I might just skip that. Um, Maybe save that for next week. Next week. Well, next week, should I do Friday night? Should I do Halloween night? I mean, it's not like I'm going to be out trick or treating or anything. That ends way earlier than my streams usually start. Um, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be Friday or Saturday next week. Huh. Haven't thought that far in advance. We'll see. I got a lot going on this weekend. I have a lot like I have to like do. I can't explain it any better than that. There's a lot of stuff that I have to do. I'm sure you understand. Yeah, this is amazing. I I mean, now that it's getting to the bottom, it's getting super boozy, and no, not super boozy, but getting the booziness. I'm getting a little bit of the yeastiness, but it's got enough of that like cinnamon and ginger, even though it's just an oomph. Or I don't know if an oomph is a large measurement or small measurement, but an oomph of ginger, literally an oomph of ginger. But yeah, that luckily that oomph is there to help cover up the funky yeastiness and booziness from this tripel. This might even just be the base for Golden Monkey, Sour Monkey, Witty Monkey. This might just be literally like the same base with just different flavors. And you know what? I hate that, but at the same time, I'm fine with that. Uh, I really enjoy it. And I'm remembering now, isn't Merry Monkey like a cranberry tripel or something like that? Gonna have to look that up. Really enjoyed that one. Victory, Mary. Cranberry, yeah. Cranberry, orange peel, cinnamon, and nutmeg. Okay. I really enjoyed that one from what I remember, and I don't typically like the Monkeys. Not the band, they're great. But the Monkey series. Um, do not like Gold Monkey. Do not like Sour Monkey. Berry Monkey was okay. Witty Monkey, I wouldn't bother trying. Juicy Monkey, absolutely not. No, sir. Um, so overall, not a fan of the Monkey series, but this very merry and Merry Monkey, excellent stuff. Blah 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 blah. Oh my goodness, I have so many dishes to do now. You don't understand how long it takes me to do dishes after one of these streams. Um, is this thing tuned? This thing is tuned. Good enough. All right, what do I want to do then? They're going to be pissed when they see this. Nothing is left of what. Oh, I curse a lot in that song. I don't want to do that on my YouTube channel. Hmm. Yeah, well, that spontaneous urge ended fast. Still tuned though. I should really think about what songs I can actually play on YouTube. I mean, not that I mean, everybody curses, like and it's not about like monetization or anything because I don't even care about that. I'm so far from that. I don't, it's not like that. But it's like I just don't want to put that out there, like that image. You know, that's all it is. Whoa. Ah, yeah, that was rough to finish, and it took me a really long time, but it was really good. Ah, um, I really should have bought beer tonight, or something. Uh, yeah, I'll be right back. I'll see what I got. I know it's nothing, but we'll see. I'm doing it. It's not 10-5, it's only 9-1. I don't know why I thought it was 10-5. It must have been something else I was thinking of. So this one is a 9.1% Imperial Stout from Victory, and it's called Storm King. Is it just me, or are owls terrifying? Like, just the imagery, like the actual animal, like they're a pushover. But yeah, the owl imagery. Who? You. Uh, yeah. Weather the storm. A thundering hot presence strikes to your taste buds and collides with robust notes of espresso and dark chocolate in this legendary full-bodied imperial stout. This is exactly what I do not need right now. But you know, do it for the views. No, honestly, sorry. Honestly, like, not feeling the cranberry wheat right now. The orange cran wheat. Um, I will do it next week, I promise, or maybe tomorrow night if I'm home and able. Uh, but yeah, no, this one has always intrigued me. Um, I don't think I've had it. I haven't made this one in a really long time, but I like the sound of it. It sounds like it's going to be on the Russian Imperial side, where yeah, maybe it's like 80 IBUs and it's like super hoppy. But hopefully the notes of espresso and dark chocolate help to curb that bitterness. That's my hope, at least. Either way, see you on the other side. That was a terrible pour. I mean, look at the head. Oh, you can't see the head. And if I tilt it, it'll spill. But it looks like super, like, just chocolatey and rich. Ooh, I can show you the head. Oh, I'll show you the head. That's some good head right there. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that head. You don't get a head like that on just any beer. Oh, my knee is in the picture. It's okay. I should really wear pants when I do these. Um, on the nose, you know, a little too much head to sniff through right now. I did get it smelled very robust. Uh, definitely picked up a little bit of the espresso, but I need a better. I need a better one. All right, on the nose. Wow. Okay. Yeah. 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 This one, super roasty. Definitely picking up the dark chocolate. Definitely picking up the dark chocolate. The espresso's coming through. This one's gonna keep me up all night, isn't it? It's 11. I'll be all right. One more sniff. Yeah, yeah. The definitely rich and roasty. A little bit of sweetness in there. The espresso's coming through very nice. Dark chocolate. Let's give it a try. Okay. Like my first thought is like this one tastes like rubber. But I've there have been times with these imperial stouts that I've gotten that, and that I maybe I don't so much mean that literally because I've never actually tasted rubber, but yeah, like that's just like when I taste it, that's what my mind goes to. There's definitely a lot going on, and the bitterness is definitely sticking with you, but it's masked pretty much throughout the whole sip until the finish. Yeah, way more bitter on the back end, and I get like Russian Imperial stouts are like super high IBU, but like we don't have to hop things like that anymore. Like they'll stay fresh. It's okay. Like I just and granted, there's what is that North Coast Russian Imperial? I can't believe I'm blanking on this right now. Mm, oh, that's man. Yeah. Okay. Older Rasputin. That's it. Uh, I I really like that stuff, but that's on like the peak of how much bitterness I can handle in a stout. Um, and this one is like right there also. Like it's not necessary. Like a stout is good enough without hopping it like this, I and I get the idea. I understand the back end bitterness. You want to, yeah. But this one, I don't know. It's like that back end bitterness. Like it's definitely there, but there's enough there's enough going on otherwise that it's not like taking a couple sips of a West Coast IPA. It's not as intense as that back end bitterness, and the thickness of the stout is enough to kind of dull down that intensity. Whoa. Very soft on the palate. Yeah. Like I get it. I'm not a fan of the style with the hoppy stouts. Um I mean, this one has so many good things going on, and then there's that back end bitterness that I can't taste anything through. Like it's dominating, it's overpowering. I get hints of the dark chocolate, I get hints of the espresso, but the yeah, the back end hoppiness. I'm actually super curious as to what this is hopped with. Oh, can I do like the voice thing on this phone? I just I have a not quite a new phone. I actually don't technically have a phone right now. Uh, Victory Brewing Storm King hops. Victory Brewing Storm King is an imperial stout known for its thundering hop presence, which comes from a blend of American hops, creating a strong aroma and flavor profile that balances the beer's roasted malt and coffee notes. The specific hops used are a combination of the whole flower, Cascade, Centennial, and Chinook. So 3 of the 5 C's. So this is a West Coast IPA with roasted barley um and a little dark chocolate and espresso, pretty much. Uh, um, Super unnecessary. Not my thing at all, but not the worst thing in the world. Uh, it's just thunderous. They weren't lying. It's a little too much on the back end. It's like I said, it's so bitter. Usually, a bitter beer keeps me coming back for more. This one makes me want to dump it and get something else. Not that it's that bad, but put it this way, I'm not ready for another sip. Like I know those hops are just going to be bad. I mean, and I know, like, there are people who enjoy this kind of thing, the Russian Imperials, the 80 IBU stouts. Um, I mean, I just think it's super unnecessary. Like, stouts are usually like there's adjuncts in most stouts. Um, you very rarely get a straight up stout, and that should be the main feature. Like if it's a coffee stout, I don't want that back in bitterness. Like, it's just it's so personally for me, it's unappealing. But I understand that people are into that kind of thing. I broke the seal a minute ago, didn't I? Yeah, like it doesn't get any better. Like the espresso notes are nice, the chocolatey notes are nice, and then the hops ruin it. Um, I understand this is a very sought after beer. I understand that this is a beer that uh hasn't been around in a while, and it was very popular when it was around. It was if I remember correctly, it was always a winter seasonal, fall winter seasonal. um but yeah, I feel like this beer is the product of an era where everyone just wanted everything to be as a high IBU as possible. And that era ended a long time ago. I know there's still a market for Russian Imperial stouts. I get that. But just for what it is, that's one thing. But uh it's just a little too much. And it's not one of those situations where, oh, you just don't like Russian Imperial Stouts. I do. What are the IBUs on this? I'm super curious. I'm gonna say 95. Fall Classic. What? What? That's what I said. Oh, that tasted like the last one. 100. I was close. Yeah, 100 IBUs. Super unnecessary, dude. It'll stay fresh. It'll age well. Relax. Uh, it feels like more of a me thing. Like, because I know that like Russian Imperial Stouts are a popular style, but this is just worse than not worse, but like this is just more intense. I guess that's the right phrase. This is more intense than the majority of Russian Imperial Stouts I've come across. Um, it does have its good qualities, and then those are quickly smashed by 3 of the 5 C's. But I get it. I get it. It's fine. If you're enjoying this video or finding it helpful or informative, why don't you go ahead and drop a like? It helps with the algorithm and it makes me smile. While you're at it, why don't you give me a follow? My name is BJ Drinks Beer and I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Rating. Like a 2.5. Yeah. Um if it wasn't unbearably bitter on the back end, like I want to experience those flavors without the bitterness. Like it it might not be the same for some people. For me, this it ruins a good stout. I mean, the adjuncts in there like are barely noticeable with all the back end bitterness. Yeah, super unnecessary. I feel like I have to chug like 3 bottles of water right now. But to finish that first. Yeah, if you haven't had anything from Victory, you know what? I've already done this a couple times. I can just recycle it from another video. Uh, blur out the beer. Um, yeah, no. I have a feeling I'm not going to be editing this one, especially considering everything has finally kicked in and like I'm not in any shape to be on camera. So this is, this is just a bonus for anyone who watches the streams. What's up, Chris? I feel like this one is like I'm being punished for something. I'm being grounded, and it's like you can't, what's something? You can't play video games until you finish this whole beer. Fine. Oh. Ooh, that's cool. I don't know how I didn't notice that. Little eyeball down there with the Christmas colored iris. That's pretty dope. What else am I missing here? Nope, that's literally the only thing hidden. But all right, yeah, props to Victory. That popped me. Can't wait to see the AI clips that generate from this. Um, every stream, if it's under 2 hours, it automatically generates AI clips, and they're usually terrible. But like, I'm super curious, like, as to what it's going to decide to, you know, to extract from this hour and 21.5 minute stream. Anyone in the Jersey area? South Jersey, to be more specific. If you're not doing anything tomorrow, come on down to Mount Holly, New Jersey. Mount Holly, Pro Wrestling Star Academy. And I don't know the address, but it's right across the street from yeah, I'm blanking on that. Anyway, so yeah, come on down to Mount Holly, New Jersey. 4 o'clock tomorrow. There's an amazing show that's going to be happening. PWU Haunted. I'm not very good at plugging this right now. I'm actually starting to feel all this. But yeah. If you're not doing anything tomorrow, come find me. I might need a ride home, so if you got me, you got me. But yeah, that's what I'll be doing. Um, I guess I'm not gonna make you guys sit here while I finish this whole thing. That would be. Do I have to finish the? I guess I kind of should. But yeah. I'll let you guys get out of here. I'm sure you guys have stuff to do. It's Friday night. You guys, go ahead, do your thing. um, yeah. I could sit here and complain about like a lot of things. I went through some stuff this week. I'm now like in a position where like there's uncertainty ahead. um, but yeah, man, ain't none. Hope you guys didn't have as bad of a last few days as I did. And I hope you guys have an amazing next few days. That being the weekend. Hope you guys have an amazing weekend. I know I will be having an amazing weekend because I am going to be watching live pro wrestling tomorrow afternoon into the evening. And then on Sunday I'm gonna be on live stream talking about wrestling. So my weekend's pretty much gonna be solid. So I hope you guys have an amazing game plan for your weekend. And I hope that game plan is executed to perfection. But what am I even talking about? Yeah, until next time, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers.